Not such a good morning. We're so sad. We're so saddened by the deaths of the two hostages killed in an American strike on al-Qaida compound in January. I just listened to the president's really very moving comments, his condolences to the family, which we all extend as well. He took full responsibility as commander-in-chief, apologized to the family for the tragedy, and I look forward to what he called for the declassification of all of the information related to the strike so that the families will know the facts, and so will the public. I would commend the service, the public service of really a neighbor here in Mr. Delaney's district, Dr. Warren Weinstein. Our sympathies to his family, and Giovanni Loporto, both of them public servants trying to make the world a better place. Very sad.
When Kayla Mueller was killed earlier this year, the administration said that they would review their policy regarding hostage negotiations. And then today, the Weinstein family just put out a statement saying that the government's support was inconsistent and disappointing over the course of the last 3.5 years. And they called on the government to establish a coordinated and consistent approach to supporting hostages and their families. Do you think the government did all that they could for the Weinstein family in light of a statement like this? And
well, you know, we just found out about this now, so I'd be interested to read all that I can about it from an intelligence standpoint and a public domain standpoint. I'm sad that they think that, because the president said in his remarks that for a very long time they had been trying with the full force of what they could do to find him, and both of those hostages.
What about in regard to the other hostages that have been killed?
Well, they would say it's about all of the hostages, but it is beyond a collateral damage. It is something that should never happen, and the question is how much my understanding is they believe they had what they needed to know that led them to believe that there was nobody there except their target. And again, you're asking me a question about, I don't like to answer questions where I don't have the full information, and since this is very new. But what we all know is that it's very tragic, that it is so sad that people who want to make the world a better place, idealistic, go there to work in the service of meeting the needs of people, would be taken hostage, and that unfortunately would, more than unfortunately, tragically, would be not only not apprehended and saved, but killed by our own fire. But the president, I thought, took full responsibility, apologized. No apology is enough, and as he said, words are totally inadequate. You lose a loved one, as he said, as a father and a dad, a father and a husband. You can't even imagine the sadness of it all. It breaks your heart. It's just very hard, and just takes us back to the fact that the fight against terrorism is a terrible one. It's a tragic, terrible, terrible day. There's no way to say anything less than our thoughts and prayers are with the families. Their sacrifice is a big one. The idealism of their family members will always be remembered, and that will be part of their legacy. And part of their legacy is for us to do better.